episode of Money Mondays here at the Town Search programs at Morehead State University. This week's episode will be part 2 of our student loan basics. Understanding student loans is important for most students that will be attending college. First, let's talk about how much students can borrow. For undergraduate students, how much you can borrow depends on 2 factors: what year you are in school and whether you are a dependent or independent student. Whether you are a dependent or independent student will be determined by your answers on the FAFSA. First year undergraduate dependent students may borrow $5,500. No more than $3,500 of this amount may be subsidized loans. First year independent students or students whose parents are unable to obtain PLUS loans can borrow $9,500. Again, no more than $3,500 of this amount may be in subsidized loans. Second year dependent students can borrow $6,500, while second year independent students can borrow $10,500. No more than $4,500 of that amount can be in subsidized loans for both dependent and independent students. Dependent and independent students in their third year and beyond can borrow $7,500 and $12,500 respectively. No more than $5,500 of that amount can be in subsidized loans. You can learn more about how much students can borrow at studentaid.gov. Now, let's talk about when you have to start paying student loans back. You will have 6 months after you graduate, leave school, or drop below half-time to begin repayment on your student loans. During this time, you should receive information from your loan servicer about repayment, and it should be notified on your first payment due date. Typically, payments are due monthly. There will be several repayment options available to you. Your loan service provider should inform you of the options that are available. Students typically have 10 to 25 years to repay their loans, depending on the repayment plan chosen. Some repayment plans are based on your income and can be a way of lowering your monthly payment. If you do not pick a repayment plan, you will be placed on the Student Repayment Plan, which is a 10-year fixed standard plan. Before you can take out a student loan, you will have to complete student loan entrance counseling to make sure you understand the terms and conditions of your loan, as well as your rights and responsibilities as a borrower. According to studentaid.gov, during entrance counseling, you'll learn what a loan is, how interest works, your options for repayment, and how to avoid delinquency and default. You will be able to do your student loan entrance counseling online at studentaid.gov. Once you've completed entrance counseling, a record of completion will be sent to the schools that you have selected, and you'll be able to receive loan money. Your school may have additional requirements before you can receive money from student loans. They will notify you of other things you will need, so be sure to watch for communications from your school and check your student account. All of this information and more can be found at studentaid.gov under the Loans and Grants tab. It's a very useful resource for students that are planning on taking out student loans. And that's all we have for today's episode of Money Mondays. We'll see you next week for another episode. Bye.